evening, everybody. Hopefully this is working. See what we can do here. I don't hear or see myself. That's not good. Ruh-roh. Well, we're gonna see. Okay. That's not good. Okay, we're gonna try this. Nope, that's not good. Well, we're gonna see here. Not good, not good, not good. All right. This show's about 20 seconds behind. Sorry, everybody. Hang on 1 second for me. All right, there we go. That. Now I've got to hang tight with me just for a moment, folks. Good. Well, I'm glad you guys can see me, but I can't see your, I can't see any of your stuff. So I am going to, I'm going to try and make this happen tonight. So, there are, first of all, good evening. Hopefully you guys are all safe and healthy, and your family is trying to enjoy as much of this time as you possibly can together. I know that it can be difficult at times, and I know for my family, 6 people under the same roof for this long can get tough. So, again, hopefully everybody is doing really, really well and is able to really make some things happen for themselves as far as little projects that you haven't been able to get done. And, yeah, a lot of those fun things. So my goal for tonight is to go through... I'm going to try and share a screen here, but unfortunately, I'm in a different screen than I normally am. So I am going to, I'm going to really struggle here. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to keep live streaming because I've got a couple people that have told me they can see and hear me. So that's awesome. And I'm going to give you my phone number, and you get to text me any of your questions, and I will answer them throughout the night. So here's the big number right here. So my number, 269-598-9822. I had the chat enabled on this, so I would be able to do it. And I have no idea why that is happening for me or not happening. So, again, my phone number 269-598-9822, or you could send me an email, brosier, ROSIER, and at vicksburgschools.org. So, all right. So, I don't know that I will be able to show you my screen tonight, but if you can see it, that's really cool. Somebody calling for you. Yeah. All right. Hang on one second for me, folks. Thank you for your patience. This is incredible. All right. Love technology when it works and can't stand it when it doesn't. So hang on one second. We're going to do a real quick thing. There we go. Thank you for all of your already. Yeah, good. Yep. Thank you to everyone. Hey, there we go. There's your live chat. Thank you to everyone who just told me all of that. Okay. Woo! I belong to, this is for Vicksburg High School in Vicksburg, Michigan. Thank you to whoever in Massachusetts just sent me that. Yep, this is for the marching band in Vicksburg, Michigan. So, hopefully, now you should be able to have some live chat. And if so, and hopefully, you'll be able to send me some stuff. Maybe. We'll see. Hang on. Sorry, folks. Oh, man. Okay, this is going to be fun. All right. So, what I'd like to share with you tonight is a bunch of information and as many of the possible questions and answers that you may have. And so, if the live chat is going to end up working, we'll do it. If not, then we won't. But, hey, there we go. All right. Sweet. So, first and foremost, a lot of people have some questions about communication. The biggest thing is our website. If you hopped on our website right now, even, the slides that I'll be using are all linked, and they will be there for the remainder. So take a look at that. But first and foremost, we have three main points of communication. Number one is our website, vicksburgbands.com. Has a calendar, class agendas, maps, links for competitions, those kinds of things, fundraisers, social media links, etc. And then we've got Google Classroom. This is the choice that our district has made for the what the students have named Coronation, but our COVID-19 shutdown. And our classroom codes are all on our website as well. The code for our Marching Band 2020 class is new. I just made it this morning. And that code is there. If you want to jot this down with a pencil and paper, you could. It is AI7, V as in Victor, S as in Sam, G as in Gorilla, 6. Again, AI7, VSG6. So that's Google Classroom. The other one that we use is the Band app. Many of you just got that text from me just a little while ago. And there are a few links both for the parents and the new 2020 marching students as well. So that should all be there, and you'll be able to you should be able to access that. So, yeah. So moving on, that is all of the informational piece. Again, at any point tonight, if you have a question, go ahead and ask it. If you are trying to call me at this moment, please just send me a text and I will be able to get it. Yeah, back to information. Registration for this year's marching band. Registration for this year's marching band is on our website. There is also a link in the slides, so that's a real easy thing, but it's right in our main page of our website. You'll see that, and it's also embedded there, so feel free to start to do that. One of the things in there is measurements for our uniforms. Please be thorough with those. There are informational videos on how to do that. Definitely take a little bit of time. Typically it takes between 10 and 15 minutes, a little bit longer if it's the first time you've done it. For the veterans out there, it probably takes you all of about 5 minutes. But definitely do that. Plan for a little bit of foot growth in your shoes so that you can, have the right size shoes. And we can always order different ones later on, but it's nice to have an idea now. This year, different from years past, payments will be done through Skyward. Skyward is our grading software, and we will be able to use that for our fees. There will be a set of instructions for students and parents to access from our website, and you'll be able to see that very, very soon. So Skyward will be doing all of the payments this year. So we will not go through the community ed. We will not do any of that, but it will be just like any other fee that we've used through Skyward. And you'll see that as you log into Skyward, you'll have the option. As long as you're enrolled in marching band, you'll be able to pay for that fee. That fee this year is $350. That $350 covers uniform, t-shirts, the main uniform, lodging, and food at camp. We'll get to that in a little bit. Your marching shoes, your gloves, a lot of meals during the competitive season, and really a whole lot more. So if a financial need is there, I know right now is a crazy time, rough time for many, and I understand that. And I would like to be able to help financial assistance wise for those that need it. I would ask you to send me an email and let me know that you need some assistance, and we will make that happen. We have some very, very generous donors that have offered thousands of dollars to help students that need that assistance. So some of you who maybe have a senior this year, maybe think about that for next year and helping us out in that way, because that is really a huge thing for us. So financial assistance, if needed, send me an email and we will make this happen for you. Now on to some of the other minutia. Color Guard clinics and auditions. Jenna Dentler is our wonderful instructor, and we're excited to have her on again. If you need a flag, if you are considering being a part of our Color Guard group, I have the flags here at my house. We live in Greenfield Point, right across the street really from Toby Elementary. My address is going to be on the band app and has already been in Google Classroom. So definitely check that out if you are in need of a flag. Just stop by and grab one. There is a Facebook group for the 2020 Color Guard Clinics. It is a private group, so once you search in Facebook for 2020 Color Guard Clinics, there should be one with Jenna Dentler and myself as administrators. Definitely request to be a part of that, and we'll do it. We have some online live clinics. Those are posted on our calendar. Those will be the next 3 Thursdays, May 7, May 14, and May 21 at 3 p.m. So not our normally scheduled 6 p.m. time, but a little earlier in the afternoon so we can be done before dinner time and that kind of thing. So Thursdays, May 7, 14, and 21 at 3 o'clock. And all of those will be recorded, so they will be able to be posted for review later. And then all the Color Guard will submit a video for audition by May 28. So definitely check out those live video links coming from Jenna. Then we've got some drumline clinics and auditions. We are sending out all of the packets, the warm-up packets. They will be posted on our website as well as Google Classroom. Our wonderful writer and instructor, Roy Farnham, is the coach for that group. And once we get all of those packets out to you, we're going to start taking some video submissions for some technique help and how to make that happen for yourselves. We'll also give you an opportunity to audition that way. We're hoping that in the months to come, we'll be able to do a live audition, but we will stick with the directives that are given to us until then. So drumline clinics and auditions, look for the warm-up packet that comes out. You guys will be able to work those things up. There may be some informational videos, but a little bit more of that information will come as we go on. Then, drum major clinics and auditions. There is a Google Classroom set up for this one as well. That went out to all of the current high school band students that would be in the running for the drum major clinics. And dates and times have also been posted in Classroom Calendar, Google Classroom Calendar, and our shared bands calendar from the website. So you'll see those. We've got 3 or 4 clinics coming up. Those will be a live Zoom call with myself, and then we'll be able to do some auditions. Lots of questions regarding that, and we'll talk about that with just those few folks that are interested in that. All right, I'm going to take a break from my stuff here and maybe answer a couple of questions. If you needed to refresh to see the chat bar, please feel free. Thank you, Mrs. Chang, for helping out with that from across the neighborhood there. So if you have questions, please feel free to ask. I had a couple people text me here. On the last day of school, I only brought my French horn home and not my mellophone. Right now, your French horn will be fine. Just remember that your mellophone is different fingerings than your French horn. And so it's not a huge deal. I have been able to go into my office and get a few things. So if you are looking for that, I could always pick up an instrument and either meet you there and or have it here at my house for you to come pick up. So not a huge deal, but sooner or later would be nice to have the mellophone in hand. Let's see. All right. Everybody else was letting me know that I had it. The chat. Got it. Okay. So, the other question that I have involves dates. So, I'm going to talk about some dates right now. So again, all of these should be listed on our calendar as well. So first, pre-camp and camp dates. Those are posted on there. But Rookie Basics Day, this is Plan A, as planned. So we'll see what happens later. But Rookie Basics Day happens that last weekend in July on a Wednesday. Then Full Band Basics is 9 to 5 on a Thursday. Then Leadership Training is the next day. And then our camp week would be scheduled August 1st through the 6th. So again, Rookie Basics Day would be July 29. Full Band Basics would be July 30. Leadership would leave for training on the 31st. And our camp week, August 1st through 6th, right now at Lincoln Lake. Lincoln Lake is ready for us. And I'm ready to go to Lincoln Lake as long as we have the directive to do so. I'm holding out hope that they will still be able to host us. They have canceled all their other summer camps, but until we are given the directive that we cannot travel, we are going to try and do that. What is really nice about that is Lincoln Lake has taken some great precautions and safety measures to ensure our health and our safety while we're there at Lincoln Lake. And we would essentially be the first large group there for the summer. So they would definitely be ready for us. So if we can, I'd still like to go. So that's Plan A. Plan B, if we are not allowed to, and my bosses let me know that that is not a possibility, then we will do camp at school. Provided we are still allowed to do that as well. So this is Plan B. Plan B, Rookie Basics Day would again happen on the same day, but we would go maybe a little bit later in the evening. Full Band Basics, again, we would go later, would look more like a 12 noon to 9 p.m. As opposed to a 9 to 5, so that we could have the stadium all to ourselves. Then we would do leadership training at the school. And then that camp week of August 1st through the 6th, we would have it at Vicksburg High School. And all of those days would be a 12 noon through 9 p.m. I think that's how it's going to happen. So, again, this is Plan B. So, right now, Plan A, go to Lincoln Lake. Plan B, stay home, same week, and do it there. Plan C is if we are not allowed to meet as a large group, and that's going to be an I don't know right now. Unfortunately, I'm a guy who likes to have answers, but I don't have that answer right now. So Plan A is still Plan A, and Plan B will be hosted at school. Plan C would be other alternatives to make sure of later. So that's the camp schedule, pre-camp schedule. Then our Tuesday rehearsals, we would still do music rehearsals during the summer months on Tuesday nights from 7 till 9. And then after camp would be our regularly scheduled 6 till 9. And then after school starts, or once school starts, those are the most important ones that we can have. Someone asked about our marching band competitions. Our schedule is as updated as I can have it right now at the moment. It looks like we will do the Otsego Invite on September 26th. The Hastings Invite is a potential. Then October 10, which was originally our date, we are going to travel to Lakeshore. Then we host MSBOA Festival on Tuesday the 13th. Then we host our invite on the 17th, which is the second to last week of competitions of competitive marching band. And then October 24th, we would head to East Kentwood. So, again, that schedule is all on our calendar as well. The only potential possibility would be Hastings, and if one group cancels or otherwise, we could move around if needed. Continuing with our schedule, we have 4 home football games this year and a new marching band banquet. So we'll look forward to that. That's also on the calendar. So I'm going to take a break just for a second and try and answer some of these questions. Leadership applications will come out very, very shortly. Likely by the end of this week, they'll all be posted in Google Classroom. So definitely take a look there for leadership applications. Will this be available to watch from the beginning? I sure hope so, if I can make the tech work, but I'm pretty sure I can make that happen. So I will work to do that. Then instrument questions. If you are wondering about instrument-specific questions, like I'm going to play tuba and marching band and I only have my trombone, or I'm a flute player and I plan on being in color guard, or I'm a clarinetist, but I really would like to play my tenor sax from jazz band that I learned. Those kind of questions, definitely shoot me an email and I will be able to give you that better information whenever it's case specific. Question about drum major auditions being in person. I don't know yet. So definitely not sure about that one. Normally we do a full panel with all of our former, well, I shouldn't say all, but many of our former drum majors come back and help out with that process. And the process will have to be a little bit different, but I'm just not sure what that looks like yet. So we'll do our clinics, we'll discuss some things, and it may be more of a video thing, Zoom call, and or sending in some videos for that audition. Question, what band class will we take after the season ends? Marching band technically ends around the end of October, beginning of November. Really kind of the Kalamazoo Holiday Parade is our official end. This year we'll have a band banquet, hopefully. And that's kind of the end of marching band. But then we come inside, out of the cold, and we split into 3 different ensembles. The wind ensemble is its own class, and the concert and symphonic bands will then prepare and get ready for our Christmas concert. So stay in that marching band class. Nothing changes at the marking period. And then second semester, everyone stays in that 7th hour. So I know there are a lot of 8th graders asking scheduling questions. I'm going to send out to you, if I can remember, the spreadsheet with all of the scheduling suggestions there. And I'm sure that will have a lot of questions that come with it, but please don't hesitate to ask. I'm not sure what the middle school yet has given you and or the high school counseling staff as far as scheduling. So hopefully we can get all of those questions answered. But some of the veteran music folks in the band can also help you with those scheduling questions, because I know there are a lot of them. But the big question was, what band class will we take after the season ends? Stay in the marching band class. as soon as I am allowed to meet you at the school to exchange some instruments, we will definitely swap those out and have that time available and posted for you. Yeah. Freshmen auditioning for color guard. Do we register now or after we know what happens with auditions? Very good question. My suggestion is register now. I can always take that name off. We haven't had to do many cuts in the past, so hopefully we won't have to. But if you are being involved with the clinics, you're going to do pretty darn well. So as long as there's not major conflicts with what we're up to, we should just be fine. So my suggestion there is definitely register now, and then we'd be able to change it if needed. All right. When is money due? Good question there as well. Money is due hopefully before camp. And if it's available, then if those funds are available, please try and get that done before the camp week. If not, then we'll try and make that happen throughout the school year. We are very flexible with the payment plan idea. Just want to make sure that you are able to participate. Drumline info and dates will show up on the calendar as soon as Mr. Farnham and I are able to get you some more concrete answers for that. Leslie asks, what is the marching band banquet? We have decided that instead of our normal indoor show at the end of the year, we're going to do something a little bit different. The Vicksburg boosters, our band boosters, are going to cater in a meal for all of our students and their families. We're going to host that at the school. We might have some of our sections playing some of the selections from the year. We might do something together as a group, but really excited to have something a little bit different. And it'll be a great night for us to celebrate a good year and some good music. So more to come on that, but I don't want to give all of that away quite yet. So pretty excited about that one. Megan asks, if we took home a secondary instrument for our coronation, how will we be able to get it back to the school or its owner? If you know who it goes to, you could definitely work that out with them. I can always play middleman on that one. And if not, as soon as I am able, I can meet you at the school. Or if you want to drop it by my house, I know I fixed an instrument today, so I'm definitely able to do that for you if you would like. So hopefully that answers that question. Right now, the directive is from the governor that no students are on school campuses until June 30. So until that's lifted, June 30 seems like a long way away at this point, 2 full months away. We're just going to have to wait and be patient on that one. I know there's music out, there's uniforms still out, there's instruments still out, so I totally understand. Leslie, yes, you do get to dress up. Lock-in will still happen. And let's see. Yes, the season will be cheaper if we are not going to attend Lincoln Lake, and we will be able to issue those refunds through Skyward, and it will be much easier that way. So that's why we've designed that. Kara, thank you for the question about the middle school instruments. We definitely want to make sure all of those instruments get back to the middle school and get them back in the right hands. So, got a little error on my end. Hopefully that's not causing a major issue. We'll see. So again, definitely try and get the instruments back to the middle school. Hold tight with me real quick. Seem to be some issues with my streaming right now. I apologize. Working on that. And then lastly, your health and safety is of our utmost concern, both students and families' health. As we all know, students can be carriers of this and bring it back home, and we definitely don't want that. So if there's ever a concern, both health and safety wise, please always don't hesitate to get back with me in some way or form, so that we have everyone feeling very safe and healthy. There are a couple of awesome things that you can be a part of. We have some virtual band recordings that have gone out on Google Classroom, and Hymn Song of Philip Bliss for all of our wind players, and Red Blocks is a percussion warm-up. We're going to try and put those together in a virtual video, so definitely be on the lookout for those. Our new show music, Shades of Blue, will be available coming in a couple weeks. We are fully completed with 2 out of the 4 tunes. All of the wind parts have been written, and the frontline mallets, all of the frontline ensemble has been written as well. So we're looking forward to that. Then we also will have the rest of the drumline stuff ready very, very shortly as well. So we should have that music out to you very, very soon. So look for that. So again, the biggest piece here is if you can make sure that you stay in communication with us, definitely connect with me on those 3 communication pieces: our website, Google Classroom, and the band app. Again, all of those links are on our website, and you can watch the slides from tonight. If you know somebody that missed it and wants to join us and get that information, it will also be there. Hopefully, I will be able to make the tech work and get this on our website for tonight. So, I will hold tight just for a second and see if there are any other questions. I see Patrick just asked, will Drumline have a mini camp before band camp? Right now, I would say yes, we'd still like to. As long as we are allowed to, we're going to attempt to do that. So, yes. Yeah. So I will hang tight again for your questions. So ask live chat. You all now have my phone number, so feel free to text that. Somebody asked about Memorial Day parades. As far as I know, all of those have been canceled, and we will make that happen. Megan, will the alumni night at camp still be happening? We would always welcome alumni to come check out anything we are doing. I am so very saddened that we don't get to end the year the right way with our seniors and all of the fun things we do with our spring concerts and even graduation and those things. So looking forward to that time when we can share those moments again. Definitely miss those times as we are apart, and it's just not the same. So we're always willing to have our alumni around anytime. And then, let's see, I think that was the majority of questions that we had. So, somebody asked about new uniforms. We looked into a new uniform shirt to coincide with our theme for the year. That was a very, very large cost. So hopefully we can make something like that work. I just don't want to quite guarantee that until I know a few more answers, because that is a very large purchase, upwards as at most of around $10,000. So that's a big number. Eighth graders being introduced to the high school. Well, hopefully you were able to do our introductions with the high school band during the season, but I know that you haven't had 8th grade orientation day, and I know that you haven't had that opportunity. So my biggest thing for you is, when you're involved with the marching band, you are a part of this big family that helps make sure you're successful. So lean on each other, myself, and the veterans with all of your questions. Every question you're asking, they've asked, and they'd be more than willing to help you with that. So no need to be scared, no need to worry about any of that. Vicky, thanks for the question about, are we going to perform at graduation when it does happen? My hope is that we would be able to do that. So once it is determined how and when that will happen, I will definitely be all over trying to get us on that event so that we can definitely see our seniors graduate and do it the right way. And mock awards. I know seniors, that's probably the one thing you're most disappointed about. So I will try and have some fun with that. I'll come up with some good mock awards and figure out a good way to get those to you, whether I mail them to you. But definitely we'll have a fun time with a public presentation of those mock awards. I always have fun with that. And as long as you're not mad at me, they're a lot of fun. So leadership team will be very similar to years past. So nothing too crazy and new, but we'll be able to discuss that a little bit more as we go along in the leadership team. EFE, EFA, CAMSI folks, definitely email me your questions about specific class things and how to be enrolled and how to be enrolled in the class, even though you have an EFE, in order to be able to pay for it. There's a few interesting questions there, but if you've got an EFE, EFA, definitely we'll get it worked out for you. So I know, Ruben, you asked that question. Definitely email me. There's a question of, will it be tough for a beginner to memorize the steps in music? Everybody's different. I memorize music very easily, but I don't memorize the steps very easily. So everybody has their strong points, and it's different for everybody. With enough repetition, you will do well, and we will make sure that you succeed. Yes, you can wish Mrs. Kaler a happy birthday tomorrow. Feel free. Do that on your Google Classroom or send her an email. That would be great. She is pregnant with her second child right now, and so they're looking forward to being due in the end of July as well. Yeah. So I am not going to take everybody's time the rest of the night. So thank you again for tuning in. Hopefully I answered some of the questions. And if you have others, please feel free to reach out and email me. You all have my phone number now, and make sure that you get your questions answered. So stay safe and healthy. And as I always say to the students, make good choices. I love you guys. Thanks, and we'll see you soon.